2014 East Regional, believe it or not, will be the 18th time that the NCAA tournament is here at the Garden. The first time being when Wyoming beat Georgetown in 1943 for the NCAA championship, and the last time back in 1961 when it was a triple header. In that time frame, the Garden has hosted 8 first-round appearances, 2 East Regionals, 7 championships, including 1950 when CCNY captured the famed double championship, which will never ever happen again. But it all began, as you can see over my right shoulder, in 1934 when a newspaperman who would go on to greatness guiding the New York Knicks, Ned Irish, helped usher in the beginning of a new era at the Garden when he lured college basketball fans out of the overcrowded church basements and into the world's most famous arena to watch their favorite teams compete. This past season, it's been a really great year of college basketball. Some of the teams that really factored big time into the tournament played here at Madison Square Garden. And the man who helped organize so much of the transformation and everything about college basketball is here for us, the Executive Vice President of MSG Sports, Joel Fisher.
The Garden has undergone a top-to-bottom billion-dollar self-funded transformation. Now, the world's most famous arena is also the most state-of-the-art. Basketball fans who attend the Eastern Regionals this weekend will get to experience a full complement of amenities that have been introduced as a result of this self-funded 3-year project, including a spectacular new Chase Square 7th Avenue entrance, 2 unique Chase bridges with a one-of-a-kind viewing, wider concourses with city views, food offerings from some of the New York's best chefs, and a new state-of-the-art garden vision, as well as an expanded lineup of world-class clubs and suites. We're in one of those right now. Because of this transformation, we committed to attract more high-caliber national events. The Eastern Regionals this weekend for sure, also the NBA All-Star Game next year, the NCAA Wrestling Championships in 2016, and an entertainment residency for Billy Joel, who performs at the Garden once a month, and that's just to name a few. The Garden is an important engine of the city's economy. College basketball fans and fans of the 4 schools that will play here this weekend, starting on Friday, will spend 4 to 5 days in New York enjoying our hotels, restaurants, parks, and all the great shopping that New York has to offer. We want to welcome Michigan State, the University of Virginia, the University of Connecticut, and Iowa State to the Garden. What an incredibly exciting regional this turned out to be. We couldn't ask for more exciting games coming up, and games that will usher back the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1961.
I don't think I have to tell anybody in this room, and certainly I don't have to tell any of the gentlemen here on the stage, that college basketball has a long and strong connection to New York City. And I can tell you that the Big East is very, very proud to be part of that tradition. As many of you know, we've had the privilege of conducting our postseason tournament here now for the last 32 years. And I know that many people who have been associated with our league over the years would be the first to tell you that there's really nothing at all like a big-time college basketball event in the world's most famous arena. We're very happy to be part of that. The Big East has, of course, been through great change in recent years, but the Garden has been a constant for us. And we're very happy that that college basketball magic that we've come to expect here every March is going to be prolonged with this tournament here, and of course, as Joel mentioned, with the NIT tournament coming around the corner as well.
That's the main reason I went to New York University, because it was a great academic institution. They had a great alumni, and they played their home games in Madison Square Garden, which meant I played at least 12 games a year, every year here. I forgot the NIT year. I played 1959. We lost Bradley in the semis by 1 point, but I was the leading scorer in NIT. I had 81 points. 4 guys had 80.
The old Garden was a special place for people, especially who played basketball in the East at that time. There were really 2 arenas of any note on the East Coast. One was in Philadelphia, the old Palestra, which still exists, and then the Garden, of course, which was the capital, and quite frankly, is still the capital of basketball.
We're so happy to be here. And we came here, I came here as Art did back in the NIT days. We could see games the whole time through. And he's right about the smoke. You had to sit down lower, not necessarily see the game, but to see through the smoke. And that's a true story. And I saw one of great games here, Digger Phelps, coaching against Dean Smith, North Carolina versus Notre Dame. Incredible day. I still remember, because I always thought, unlike Art said, as a Bostonian, that Boston Garden was pretty special. And it was. You know, Holy Cross and some of the great teams up there in many years. But when I came here, when they used the word the Mecca of college basketball, this was it. This has been it, and it will be it. It's an incredible, incredible place. And from a coaching standpoint, the first time, 1988, we came here, and you know, I came to Connecticut, and the school was not doing particularly well in basketball. I joined the Big East and had to catch up with the Syracuse, the St. John's, and all the great schools and great programs. And we beat BC, and then turned around and beat Ohio State for the United title. In Connecticut in 1988, that was important. They had parades. We came back. It was unbelievable. 2 years later, we got here and we beat Syracuse and St. John's on Syracuse and Georgetown on a Saturday, Sunday to win the Big East. And since that time, we've had incredible memories. I think I coached, and I'm Cal, not very good with numbers as Oscar isn't, but 60, 70 games here and won some championships here. I'm very glad about that. But, you know, the Allen Iverson versus Ray Allen game, one of the great games I've ever coached in. Certainly the 6 overtime game was okay. Yeah, it was a great game, but not such a good ending. Everyone always said, you seemed upset you lost. I'm like, Oscar, I thought you played to win. It was a historic moment. In retrospect, it was wonderful. An hour after that game, I wasn't using the word wonderful very much, as you can well imagine. And so many great moments. And you know, my next last year coaching, 2011, we had a pretty good run here, 5 games, 5 days, with the incomparable Kemba Walker in Americals. It was just an incredible, incredible deal. I think anybody who's ever played the game of basketball saw something in the great joy that that team played with. The joy of basketball. They didn't worry, they said, you're tired. We weren't being tired. We wanted to play. And we didn't think about numbers. All we thought about was winning. And to this place, I still remember John Condon. Is that the name of the great announcer? Time out, time out. And there was magic in this building. There's magic. Even though I don't seem it, I'm a romantic. Romantic about the game, romantic about novels, romantic about movies and plays. And I love it. This is romantic. Madison Square Garden in basketball. It's a great romance. It plays on and stories being told all the time. I'll never ever forget it. It's one of the most incredible things in my life. This is a place that needs college basketball. College basketball needs the Garden. And my memories are too many, and I know I'm going long, but I love this place, and I think we're going to have an incredible weekend, especially if those Huskies go on to Dallas.
I grew up in Dominican Republic. I got here when I was 14. And there was 2 places that I was able to recognize when I moved to the United States. And that was the Lakers arena where they played, the Fordham, the old Fordham, because I used to love the Lakers, the 84, 85 Lakers, and the Garden. So when I came here, I had the choices to go to pretty much any university, and knowing that St. John's play at the Garden, I wanted to make sure that I was part of that history. Everybody work at a craft. You work at your craft to be the best. And when you work to be the best, you want to play at the best places. The Garden is the best place for everyone. If you are a writer, you want to write at the Garden. If you're a basketball player, you want to play at the Garden. If you're a referee, you want to have an opportunity to referee at the Garden, because it is that much of a memorable history for your own self-pleasure.